Yeah. We got Simon here at High Tech, guys. He's gonna start up the car. Let's see what this thing sounds like. The valves are open right now. Okay. Sounds really clean.
The way it feels, it's like
You wanna hop in? Go for a spin?
no, you're hopping in. You wanna drive?
Yeah, here.
No. Here.
It's recording.
Alright, so now you gotta flip the other way.
Let's see.
You can get in. I'll have you get in, and I'll go in too.
Is it loaded yet?
Oh yeah, it looks pretty good. I mean, I don't know, I ain't no photographer taking person, but you know. Alright, it's gonna be his initial reaction right here.
First time filling the car with everything on, guys. SPL front and rear arms. There's 4 rear arms, 2 lower arms. So I'm in rear wheel drive right now. This feels like not hearing any of the, hopefully we don't hear any clunking from the sway bar hitting the rear arms. Let's see. It feels very, very stiff for sure, you know? Car is warm. I'm not gonna get into it until I feel it out a little bit. So, had a little bit of travel to the right on the shift. I know there's a big divot on the
left
side.
side. I think it's like the crown at that point.
It could be the crown of this road because it's always a little bit to the
It's
right.
always just driving. Dude, I've aligned my car a million times.
You see the steering wheel, right? It's a little bit to the right from the crown of the road, I'm pretty sure.
And I'm pretty sure going the other way, it's probably gonna follow the opposite direction. I've noticed though, yeah, just on the on this road, it's always just a hair to the right, but then you go on this side, it's perfect. And
Okay.
so then again, I want you to like kind of like drive it around, and you know, it's gonna. I think it shouldn't settle, but like, you know what I mean? Damn, bro. He's like, sorry, what? Cut. I don't even hear rubbing anymore.
I don't hear the road yet. Oh, it feels very confidence inspiring. That was all rear wheel drive. It feels more direct. Like you feel the
Hey, plan more grip,
when the tires are on the road, basically.
more planted.
Yeah. 100%. So that's rear wheel drive. Let's go into all wheel drive.
Holy shit, it's way faster than all-wheel drive. That's insane of a difference. Why is it so aggressive? Dude, that shit was pulling hard.
Yeah.
Dude, that's just from all-wheel drive to rear-wheel drive?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm about to get one, guys. I'm gonna get one. Y'all can just follow me instead. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, Simon will have the best suspension setup of any G80 if he decides to get one. I can only imagine. This man will probably fucking custom fabricate parts that no one else will have.
Exactly. Yeah, this is one of one with my signature on it. It's $1 million right here.
Don't worry, I run.
Yeah, but you'll be
3
different.
units
You'll have a different setup than everybody else. It's worth it, trust me.
You know, guys, everyone just does lowering springs on these cars and calls it a day. That's not very good for your struts or the longevity of your car. You need to do a
Yeah,
bunch
man,
of
your ball joints and your everything needs to be preloaded with. It doesn't matter what type of suspension setup you have. You gotta make sure everything's in correct preload and geometry. So
100%.
buy the right parts, spend the money,
Yeah,
and
do it
enjoy
right.
your life.
Keep it running.
All right. And with that being said, I'm going to transfer over, guys.
Thanks, Simon. What's good, fam? Happy Friday. Welcome back to Unlockable Character. We are going to High Tech Motorsports. I'm on map 2 of my tune. I just flashed it again and I forgot that I put the burbles to maximum, so oh, we're definitely gonna have some fun. I do have the exhaust button in the car still, so that should turn off the burbles when we don't want it to be just cracking for like 2.5 seconds. So let's see. All right, let's turn it off. Yeah, completely turned it off. That's insane. So you can have max burbles and just use this button to turn it off. Oh, now it's super clean. Oh my God, I think this is like 2.5 seconds of burbles. It's too funny. To learn how to get the most out of the burbles, but it's so nice having the exhaust button to completely turn off the burbles when you want. I also turned off the cold start noise reduction, so now cold starts are super rowdy, especially with the max burbles on. I don't know if that affects it at all really, but the car overall does sound a little bit louder. Not sure why that Ultima's trying to get in. There's 2 lanes, so both lanes can go right. We call them Heltimas, you know what I mean? Because they give everyone hell on the road. Guys, I cannot wait for the front control arm and the rear control arm to go on today. And you know, I've been feeling a little bit down. Maybe it's the weather, I don't know. It's just, remind yourself to be humble and grateful for what you have, guys, and then you'll just get a lot of energy, because you realize, you know, damn, I'm doing so much better than I was a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago. And then it's like, well, all right, what's there to be down about? You know, I'm doing fine. Even on the highway, it's going for like 2 seconds. Oh, that's too funny. Smell like something burning on the road surface. exhaust burble button, and boom, no more burbles. So I cannot wait to feel how the car and its handling, you know, improves after putting on these titanium front arms and rear arms. Of course, they're lighter, they're going to be stronger, and I think we can dial in the suspension a little bit more. They're more adjustable, so we shall see, guys. Put that burble back on. It's outrageous. It's that big Friday mood, you know what I'm saying, guys? When you put the Max Burble on. So I'm trying to get a behind the scenes with high tech as they're putting on the suspension so you guys can see underneath the car. It sounded like it was rolling off the exhaust. Entering Gwinnett, guys. This is the Pleasant Hill area. Jimmy Carter Boulevard. Jimmy Carter Boulevard. I was saying it with like an Asian accent because we're in Gwinnett. This is generally where we have, you know, the largest Asian community in Atlanta. It's actually probably one of the most diverse, if not the most diverse county in possibly the whole US. A lot of Hispanic folks too, so really good food. It just sounds so outrageous, but it sounds like the car enjoys it, you know. It doesn't sound like I'm destroying the turbos or something like that. But long term, if you do that, if you have like a flame map and you have catalytic converters, you can do some damage to your car. But I'm catless, so I'm not too worried about that. $288 is pretty good for gas prices because, I mean, literally a year ago it was like $4. But in the city, I swear, gas prices go down, but the city gas station owners, they just keep their prices up. Straight greed. I know it can cost more to rent a building or, you know, whatever, services, taxes, everything in the city. But most of those city gas station owners are literally exploiting the poorer people that have to go to those gas stations in the city. This is the Juicy Crawfish seafood restaurant instead of the Juicy Crab. traditionally the exhaust button on the car, which is right below setup and above auto holds, will close the valves somewhat. But when you have a valve controller that's forcing the valves open or closed, the only thing the exhaust button now is doing is changing the fuel overrun so that there's no burbles. And it's amazing that you can have maximum fuel overrun on the MHD app in the tune, and in the car you can just use this button to go from maximum burble to no burble. And I really like that modularity with the car. And I think it's a lot of fun actually to have this much burble going on, versus if you just want to drive, you know, seriously, you can just press that exhaust burble button and you don't have any burbles. But when you're having fun, you know, with friends and stuff like that, you're in a good mood, Friday, max burbles, you know what I'm saying? It is a signature, oh shit, BMW thing to have like max burbles. Are they backing up? Taking their time. That was kind of funny. Also gonna see if they can center the steering wheel, because we're gonna do an alignment today at High Tech, guys. And to me right now it's just a little bit to the right. It should be like to the left like that. What I also have here are weatherproof floor mats, like all weather floor mats with red accents. So I'm excited they should fit the car. I'm gonna put one in at least the driver's side. I'll open it up for you guys maybe when we get there and see what it looks like. It's a pretty funny license plate. It says run 0077. I think in Georgia you can get 7 letters and numbers. So my license plate, which is HIMMMM, is 6, but if you get an M5 you could do the HI and then 5 M's. That'd be pretty sick. If you get an M3 you could do HI and then of course 3 M's. So High Tech is gonna come up, guys, on Buford Highway about a mile down. It's really easy to miss the turn. I look for this, they have a 3-wheeler out there because there's a 3-wheeler, that a company that rents out 3-wheelers right next to High Tech, and so they keep one out next to the entrance. It's easy to spot. Oh my God. It sounds outrageous. rolling hills, I mean, they'd be pretty lit to drive, you know, and not saying that I haven't, but you have to be careful during the middle of the day because trucks and things are pulling out on both sides. It can get really dangerous. It's a good way to test the alignment too on pretty straight roads. And there you see the three-wheeler, so that's where we're going to take a left. Oh, look at that. GT3 out front. Damn. Not usually something you see every day. Let's park this bad boy out here, guys. Bring it right here for right now. Let's take a look at these floor mats. Let's see if I can open this up. One sec, guys. Guys, check it out. So I'll wait to put these on till later, but they look pretty sick. Can't wait to put them on, actually. The best thing about these is, you know, they don't have any odors, they don't attract stains, things like that. Water just falls right off them. All right, let's see what we got going on.